Anyone that's been subscribed to me for this long knows that I'm building a startup, and the startup is a platform and an app that helps people find wellness and movement communities around them. So I thought about this idea 8 months ago, and I finally built it to the point where it's doable. It's an MVP. In business and entrepreneurship lingo, it's called minimum viable product, which is something that you can get into the market that does what you want it to do. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be able to have your core idea and your users are able to use it. Today was the very first day that we had our very first event. I met users today, and today I had a run club in Philly and people showed up. I had 5 people that signed up to run. 2 people showed up, so that's still fine. It was free. And I may have accidentally started a run club. But anyways, through that journey, there are a few things that I've learned and I wanted to share with you guys. This video is not going to be long, it's going to be super short, but I wanted to sort of use the experience that I've learned in sort of the early stage to help other entrepreneurs or anyone who's thinking of trying to start a business. If you want to do the same thing, this is probably a good video for you. So the first thing that I learned is shipping fast is more important than feature. The reason why I say that is when you start a business or you start an idea or a startup, I think the most important thing is getting it quickly into the market. Now, the mistake that I made was I wanted to make my product look pretty. I wanted to be, branding, I got to stand out, and that's super important too. But especially if you're a little bit in the tech space, if you're doing some coding stuff or whatever startup it is, you want to try as much as possible to just ship fast and get customers. 8 months ago, I thought of this idea. I probably didn't start building it until maybe 3 to 4 months ago. I feel like I could have started building it a long time ago. I think I was overthinking too, because I wanted to make it look a certain way. And now that I'm thinking about it, if I got my product out quickly, it's definitely way more important than just making it look pretty. Number 2, the best form of marketing is word of mouth. The reason why I'm saying that is because I haven't done any paid ads. The first run that I did was word of mouth. I literally just filmed a video and posted it on TikTok or on social media. And people found it through social media, right? People who want to have access to what I'm talking about found it, word of mouth. I've been talking about this on YouTube for so long that I've gotten users through YouTube. I have yet to run a paid ad. This is still word of mouth. This is me talking about my product. So if you're a startup company or if you're a startup founder or if you're trying to get into business, talk about your product, talk about your business. A lot of entrepreneurs are scared of talking about their business idea because people are going to steal it. Most people don't care about your idea as much as you think they do. And most people are focusing on their lives more than you think they're focused on yours. It's one thing to hear an idea, and it's another thing to execute it. And a lot of people are not going to execute it. Execution is way different from just hearing an idea. So if you have a startup and you're building it, talk to people about it. Go out there and talk to people. Hey, this is what I'm doing. I want to get this. I want to go make videos on the internet. The one thing you want to do is you want to try as much as possible to explain it to someone who knows nothing about business. Don't try to sound smart. Oh, I'm trying to do AI B2B SaaS and try to connect our connectors to something in space so that the chemicals and the atoms try to fuse with the molecules so that the radical equations say chemistry is plus physics. And you know what I mean? Like, don't try to sound smart. Like, try to break it down. My company, all I say is, hey, I have a startup that connects people to other people through wellness and movement. For example, if you want to run club, if you want to go to Pilates, if you want to find a free tennis class, a yoga class, or a yoga event, you can just find it on Stellwell. That's it. Sometimes I even say Stellwell is the Airbnb of movement and wellness. It makes total sense. Talk about your business. Word of mouth is very important. Go out there, talk, make videos, and then you're gonna get customers. I guess I've launched in, it hasn't been even 3 months or 2 months, but I have users on my platform. Number 3, unfortunately, in the beginning, there's nothing like balance. I think the only way I've been able to really build this platform is because I've been working overtime. And it's not to say that it's a good thing. It's just, unfortunately, that's kind of what the startup world requires. You kind of have to be relentless with your time and with what you want to do. So you want to try as much as possible to keep building. That's what it requires in the beginning. You have to be okay with sacrificing a lot of time to just work on the business and just to build it and just to keep doing that. That is the most important thing. The next one is make time for your business. I'm only saying this especially if you work a 9 to 5. A lot of people that work 9 to 5s usually are very tired to work in their business, and that's totally understandable. When I was working a 9 to 5, I started a watch company, and I would work on the watch company after work. If you want to do that, if you want to have a side business, that's what it requires. If you want to have a startup, and you need to find time to work in your business, because if you're not going to work in your business, who's going to work on it? Nobody is going to be obsessed about your business more than you. And that takes me to my next point. You have to be obsessed with your business. You need to believe in it so much that no one can convince you otherwise on why it wouldn't work. Learn about why your business is failing, why it's doing well. Learn about the market that you're in. Have some experience in the market. For instance, wellness and movement, I work out a lot. So it's sort of easy for me to say, hey, let's do a run club. And if I can't find someone to host it, I'll host it myself because I like running. You know what I mean? It helps if you have some experience in the field that your startup is in. And so like I can do an event right now and say, hey, let's go play tennis. I love playing tennis. So I can host it. You know, it's different from if I was trying to get into aerospace engineering. I know nothing about it. It's going to be very hard for me to create an aerospace engineering company because I know nothing about it. I'll probably have to get a partner. You know what I mean? So be obsessed with it and be very knowledgeable about what you're doing. You know, if you have an idea which is out of your expertise, I would probably suggest getting a partner that's very good in the field you're trying to get in. And then you can sort of run the sales and the marketing for it and allow them to do, maybe the negotiations and the technical parts of business. But if you want to have a successful launch or if you want to really build something, you need to be obsessed with it. The next thing is, if you can bootstrap yourself, I think you should do it. I think going for investor money, especially very early in the business, is very, very tricky. Unless, again, you have an idea that needs a lot of money or it's a groundbreaking idea that sort of needs a lot of investment, I understand. But if it's just like a startup that you believe in and you can get it off the ground without investors' money, I think you should do that in the beginning. Because when you get investors involved, in the beginning, you're gonna give up equity. And once you start giving up equity, you start losing control of the business that you love. And the vision that you have for the company, you can't fully implement it because now you have to start accounting for the investors that came on board and what they want to do. Very early in the business, before pre-seed, I think you should bootstrap. Use money that you had, try as much as possible to get off the ground and see your vision come to life, right? Iterate, feedback from customers, do those things as much as possible and try to implement things you want to do and what your customers want. Because when investors come on board, it's now their input matters too, right? And I'm not saying it's wrong, it's just very early in the business, your business idea sort of becomes a shared idea with an investor. And if you want to take the route, be my guest, but I believe very early it should be your money. Today was the very first day for my company that the very first event for Stellwell went. I'm very excited, even if it was just 2 people that showed up. An idea that I had 8 months ago is validated because I got people to come out to an event. They signed up on my startup, and that is a big win for me. I didn't do any paid ads. I didn't even do heavy marketing. I made just 2 videos and I was able to get people. This is your sign to do something. If you have an idea, ship it out fast. Pray about it, ship it out fast. Stop worrying about how it's gonna work out. Pray about it, go out. God is going to give you the tools and do it. I wanted to talk about this because I've learned a lot of lessons and hopefully you can learn this too. Next week, we're gonna have a vlog. Today, I'm a little bit exhausted and I kind of wanna rest up a little bit. So thank you for watching. As always.